The witch never told them that the mother has to die for the child to be born. Part 2 of Ifeoma and the Curse Prince. Later in the day, Prince Shaba told Ogechi all that the witch had said. Ogechi asked if he could pick her to be the mother of his male heir, and Prince Shaba refused. He did not want his beloved wife to go through any pain if what the witch had promised does not come to pass. Ogechi humbly accepted her husband's rejection and left his presence. Throughout the rest of the day, Prince Shaba could not concentrate because Ogechi's question kept ringing in his head. He knew that the younger maidens he married only respected Ogechi because they could not give him any male heir. At night, Ogechi entered the prince's chambers where she always sleeps and was surprised to see her husband sitting on the bed. She asked him what he was still doing in their room at that time. She did not expect to meet him here when he was supposed to be planting his seed in one of the other wives. He smiled and looked at Ogechi, who was standing in front of him. The prince thought of her happiness if she becomes the mother of his unborn son. "I choose you to be the mother of my unborn son," Prince Shaba said to Ogechi. That night the prince made passionate love with his first wife, Ogechi. They expressed the love they have for each other over and over again all through the night. When Ogechi opened her eyes in the morning, she was greeted with her husband's smile. The witch came to the palace at midnight and asked for the chosen wife to come out and hold her staff with both hands. Ogechi came out and held the witch's staff with her hands. The witch placed her both hands on the staff as well, and they both disappeared. 7 days later, the witch and Ogechi appeared in the throne room. The witch proclaimed that Ogechi was carrying the prince's unborn son. The other wives of the prince were envious of Ogechi when they heard that she was carrying a male heir. Throughout Ogechi's pregnancy, the other wives tried to harm her, but they could not succeed. They poisoned her food several times, but nothing happened even after she finished eating the food. The witch was protecting Ogechi with powerful magic. When the time came for Ogechi to go into labor, the witch was there with her in the royal labor room. It was a 7-day-and-night battle for Ogechi, the witch and all the midwives that were present. At the end, Ogechi gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. But something happened. The witch never told them that when a life is given, a life is also taken. Ogechi died the moment she gave birth to her son. One of the midwives ran out to inform Prince Shaba of the birth of his son. Prince Shaba jumped up with excitement when he heard the news. The witch carried the baby boy in her arms and entered the throne room where Prince Shaba and the woman king were waiting. Prince Shaba left the room at once when the witch entered with his son. His instincts told him that something terrible had happened to his Ogechi. He ran to the labor room and found the love of his life lying lifeless on the bed. Her eyes were closed and her once beautiful dark skin was pale. Prince Shaba shouted Ogechi's name and waited for her to respond. He touched her cold hand and hugged her body. He shouted at everyone in the room to get out and let out a loud cry when he was alone with his dead wife. As he cried in bitterness, his eyes went to the witch's staff that was leaning on the wall. Without thinking of the repercussion, he grabbed the staff and marched to the throne room. The witch was not expecting what happened next. Prince Shaba rose the witch's wooden staff high in the air and smashed it on the wall. The witch's power left her as soon as her staff scattered into pieces. She immediately fell on the ground. Prince Shaba ordered the guards to lock up the witch in the dungeon. The woman king did not interfere. She allowed her son to do whatever he wanted. When the guards were dragging the witch out of the throne room, she opened her mouth and laid a curse on Prince Shaba's son.